Hey guys and gals, A here. Welcome to another episode of EDCQ. So today I have a pocket dump. If you want to know what I've carried this past week and my thoughts on it, come on back because here we go. All right, guys and gals. So yeah, another pocket dump for you, showing what I've carried, what I've used, what I've liked, what I haven't. I am wearing a new watch. This is a Casio, no idea. It's a water resist up to 20 bars, compass, thermometer, twin sensor, but it is a new watch. Picked this up, got this last week, and it's got like a bluey purpley color with an orange band on the inside. I really like it. It's cool. For the thermometer to work, like with most watches, you want to take it off of your wrist and let it sit in the ambient temperature for like 10 minutes or so, kind of let it get calibrated to not your temperature. And then, go ahead and hit the button and it'll tell you a fairly accurate reading of the temperature where you're at. So that's a pretty cool feature. Does take a little time, but that's most watches. And then I'm also rocking the Apple Watch, as always. I do like having my two watches on. Kind of have a watch that I use as a watch, and then the computer that gives me information I like to have. So what is in the pockets? That is the real question. Got my Listerine breath strips. I have the this is a Super Tinker. How to look at the scale tools or the tools for a minute to see, but this is a Super Tinker, so it has scissors, which are definitely my jam and I think should be on just about everything, and then a large blade, a small blade. Not all SAKs have the small blade, and then can opener, bottle opener, pry tools, yada yada yada, and then the driver, which that is my jam. I like a 3D Phillips head driver, and no, doesn't have the pin in it, the plus tools, so it's just got the tweezers and the toothpick in the side, and then that's some custom scales there. So I like the looks of my Swiss Army knife. It rides in my pocket, and if it gets switched out of my pocket for something else, then it goes into my bag. And then the only other thing in that pocket are some coins. I did carry around for forever a small 20-sided die, and never got used. Like, it got used for a while and the novelty kind of wore off, and so I've been watching how much usage it got over the last few weeks, and none. So that is no longer in my pocket. Not to say it won't find its way back into my pocket. My right pocket on my thigh holds my cell phone, which I'm filming on. My back pocket, I have my pocket knife clipped, and this is new to me. This was also purchased last week. This is the Kershaw Covalent, I believe is how we're going to say that. But it has a slide lock. It's after the Benchmade Axis lock. I believe those are the inventor / creator of this lock. This is Kershaw's version, and I believe this is kind of their first run into those. They have a few knives that they've released with this lock right here, and has a extremely deep carried pocket clip, which I absolutely love. Has some nice textured handles. They feel good, not slippery, because they are indeed textured. And then you've got the lock. So you have a tab here kind of on the top. You just push down, and as you can tell, like, even fighting against gravity because it's going up, it opens smooth as butter, and then you just pull those tabs down and the knife is going to close. You can also use those to open it, so you can open and close with that, which I really like. So this is really nice. It's nice and thin, has a good profile here. I like the looks of it. Like, so much of this is just on point. Excellent job, Kershaw, especially for your first run at these. It's got the jimping on the back right here. Excellent. My critique of this is that to get your fingers out of the way to slide this lock, you're putting them on the pocket clip, and the pocket clip hugs very close to the pocket, which is excellent. You're not going to catch it on stuff. I mean, it does have a bit of a tip up at the end, but it's fairly minimal. You're not going to catch it and rub it on stuff, which is awesome, but it hugs so close to the handles that it's hard to gain purchase on that and actually keep your ring and pinky fingers out of the way. For me, I kind of squeeze it between pointer and thumb, and then the middle one can kind of rest if it wants to or float free. But those bottom two, I kind of have to gain purchase on them to push it into the palm of my hand to be able to access the lock. And I don't know, sometimes I notice it more than others. I do believe that my hand is getting used to doing it, and they're kind of gaining purchase pretty well automatically. But that is something to note. There is kind of a learning curve to where to put your hand to be able to slide the lock, because if you don't have purchase anywhere else, the lock's not going to move. Like you have to have force somewhere to be able to actually gain access lock. And for me, it's kind of pushing the knife into the palm of my hand, allows me to gain the access I need. But it did take a learning curve of where to put these two fingers right here. But excellent knife. It is D2 steel, so not like the newest, fanciest, steels, but the price point isn't insane either. It's right around 50 bucks. You can find it for more, you can find it for less. D2 steel at 50 bucks, I'm not into. Like that seems overpriced to me, but the new lock is what did it for me. I wanted to try the lock, and I love not using a liner lock or a frame lock, because then you're flipping the knife open and then you're sliding it over and closing the knife. I really like button locks. I like access locks. I like slide locks, whatever you want to call them, and I do like button locks as well. So this fit the bill, and I was definitely interested in trying. I'm not sad about purchasing this. 50 bucks or so for this knife because of the lock. I'm fully into. I like the ergos, I like the slimness. So yeah, new knife, digging it. Is it overpriced? Material wise, yeah, we could talk. But as far as like the new technology in the Kershaw knife, no, I'm 100% down with that price. So then also in the back pocket is some cash. Back left pocket has a handkerchief, and this is it's folded inside out. This is the Hank of the Month by Gondak EDC. This is for February, so Valentine's Day, and you got a Queen of Hearts. So this one you could only get if you're a member of the Hank of the Month Club, which I highly recommend. But they have some awesome Hanks, so check out Gondak EDC. Really like them, and I've got some stuff coming up, so stay tuned. I'll be featuring some of their stuff. And then in my left thigh pocket, I have a Bic lighter. Excellent, excellent. Got some chapstick. And then I have my Raycon everyday earbuds. And I am actually kind of all red in my pocket today, which is, there you go. I'm rocking the red. I guess that's for Valentine's Day, and I wasn't even planning on that. And then clipped into my pocket is my flashlight, which is also red. This is the Through Night Archer Pro V2. They were on a crazy sale. Hop on Amazon and check and see if they still are. I will have a link below, but right around, I believe, 25 bucks. Hard to beat that. Comes on and off in the same mode you left it on. You can hold and it will ramp down and kind of flash when we reach minimum level, and then hold and it will ramp up and flash when we reach maximum level, and then you can hold it and it will ramp back down. I kind of like it right about there somewhere. But excellent light. I do love that you can pick your level. And then once you do, it's just on off in the same mode. So it basically becomes a single mode flashlight now. Every time I turn it on and off, it will be in that mode. And then if I want it brighter or less, I will hold and let the light ramp up and down till I find the level I want. And once again, it will be back into kind of a single mode flashlight. So excellent light there. It is rechargeable. Gotta love that. And that's the products I've been carrying. So thanks for hanging out with me. I will be back with new content this week. I've got some stuff from Gondak EDC, got some stuff from Tom Talk, and I feel like there's something else I was gonna do. And I have a video I'm coming out with soon about EDC gear and kind of like philosophy of use or lack thereof. So stay tuned, guys. Lots of good stuff coming. And remember, EDC. EDC.